Here we go. This interview was done by a YouTuber named Penny. Now she goes by Fizzle. If you all had been there from the beginning, you will remember Miss Penny. Now this goes back to the neighbor of Summer Wells and what was going on right around the time Summer had disappeared. But this interview was right after. And this interview has not been seen probably in years. And this interview is about when her and Andy went to court when she got thrown off the land. This is also the first time that I think her child was on video. And you're just going to see no YouTuber harassed her child. We're going to clear all that up. Let's clear up the lies. Let's go back a little bit. And this was the first time that something was said about Summer and seeing her.
You know, but they're like, poor him, and I'm like, what? You know, but either way, they didn't care, and it was insane, and they denied basically everything I asked, and it made it a joke, and
So you did mention that the Baltimore's parents are friends with the sheriff, and by sheriff you mean Hawkins County
Lawson.
Sheriff.
Yeah.
Lawson. Okay, so
and she threatened to do the same with JD. It was like, well, I'll just get Lawson on Facebook, man. You know, and I'm like, well, okay, whatever. Because until here in the past couple weeks, Lawson was on my Facebook too. I mean,
so she said, what did she say? You said she said something about JD, and she said, I just something Lawson on Facebook. What was that? I missed it.
Yeah, I mean, she made sure to mention it was one of Hint Drops, and I mean, but anyway, when Dobbs was on the property, it was, well, I'll just message, you know, Lawson because we're friends, and we went to school together, and I know he'll do something, you know. And I'm like, whatever, lady. So it was one, even before that, there had been Hint Drops about using Lawson, and then look, every time this family does something to these kids, doesn't matter what county, it's like, you know, they will literally act like they're the ones that are done wrong. And it is a pattern with them. And it's always just they're terrified of me, whatever BS, after they've done something, like harm my children. And they know the cops are coming. And then when the cops are there, like, oh, please don't let her, whatever. You know, and I'm like, are you kidding me? This time, and people think this is crazy, but I watched for like weeks. They were, you know, they had gotten cameras and they were wanting Baltimore to put them up. And I kept being told they were for the cats, so they could watch the cats. I'm like, well, okay, I don't care. I didn't think anything of it, you know, like, I don't care. So then this happens, and it's an aha moment, you know. But I mean, I've never done anything to harm these people. Never. They've always harmed I and his children, but they always play like, you know, they're the ones at risk. And it is such garbage. It's such flip script craziness that it's insane. You know, and it's always, and this time it was just like, I feel like everything was a setup for where to go, you know, because usually I'm paying attention in that, you know, whatever. But this year it was just like, man, I was just trying to survive Baltimore, cancer, all the other stuff. It's summer happening, and when you're dealing with people like this, you know, things can get crazy, and unless you've lived around narcopaths this long, you have no idea.
Our dad was on all of his veins, like whatever it was. The judge was, and you said, Judge, Your Honor, whatever it was. The judge is like, you two better stop bickering. This is.
Can we get back to seeing Summer's body?